Double booking systems are freaking hard, dude. They are really, really hard. They make it seem way simpler than it actually is. And the first thing you should do is you should essentially identify, look at the data. That's all. Before you do in this, a lot of people just say, "Oh, double booking system," but you need to figure out, like for example, right now, what is your show rate right now?
A 72%?
Okay. So if it's 72%, then first of all, I don't even think that's that bad. I'd be happy with a 72% close rate, honestly. At your numbers, that's fine. That is so high that statistically speaking, if you do double book, the majority of people are going to show on that second one. And so you're just going
Yeah.
to be pissing people off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So even I'll tell you right now that in my personal opinion, at 72%, you should absolutely not be doing double booking. You should just hire another salesperson and have them take that call and understand that if they take 8 calls in a day, two of them might no show, but that's the cost of doing business. Because by doing the double booking thing, it causes way more confusion and um, let's say you build these pre-call systems to increase the show rate, the close rate, you send the Loom videos, et cetera, et cetera. Like, first of all, that might increase show rate even more. But second of all, now if you've spent all this time warming this lead up and they do show and then your salesperson's not there, that's a really bad taste in that person's mouth.
Mm.
And you could pass them to a setter, but now you're getting setters to show up these calls when really they should be setting appointments on your calendar.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the bottom line is this: the only time for me it makes sense to do a double booking is if you look at the data of the last 50, 100, 200 book calls, and you can use AI to do this. You're able to say conclusively that, okay, this type of avatar or this type of behavior leads to a less than 50% show rate. But if they do show, they do close. So the metrics that we look at are, I said it earlier, book to close. So let's say that they have a 5% book to close or a 6% book to close. That's almost borderline where it's like, okay, it's probably still worth taking these calls because we do close some of them, but some they no show at such a high rate that maybe those people, statistically speaking, you do automatically double book them, but it would need to be based on data. It would need to say, okay,
Mm.
they have less than two editors and they didn't confirm when we sent them the confirmation message or something like that. Those people statistically have a 30% show rate or a 40% show rate. So then you have you have to ask yourself, is it worth the double booking system? Or should I just DQ those people automatically, open up the spot, and have the salesperson take that call? Because even if you're like, well, let's just book them anyway, and then if they're the other person doesn't show, I'll take this call. Well, the problem is that if you end up ghosting them or whatever, that's going to start creating some bad word of mouth referrals for the organization, and they're going to start to feel like not great. And I know you want to make your sales team's time as effective as possible. I agree that's a smart way to do it, but that's just part of sales. And I would just rather get more salespeople than try to build this whole complicated system that might end up creating a lot of negative word of mouth. If you want my help installing any of these systems in your business done for you, be sure to book a call with my team down below.